Hello Seekers, welcome to Punneits Astrology, your one-stop astro channel. 22nd of February, Mars will make its move out of its own sign Aries. It has been a very long transit in Aries, its movement back to Pisces and then back to Aries. 22nd February is about to come, and when Mars will make its move out of the sign of Aries, it will go into Taurus zodiac sign, the Vrishab Rashi, where there is Rahu placed in Rohini nakshatra. Rahu is moving, transiting currently in Rohini nakshatra in the sign of Taurus, around 21 degrees. When Mars goes and joins Rahu, it goes into the Venusian nakshatra, Venusian zodiac sign, and on the same day, on 22nd of February, Venus would have made its move, in fact a day before, Venus have made its move in the sign of Aquarius. Venus will be in the Mars nakshatra Dhanishta when Mars makes its move into the zodiac of Venus. It collides with Rahu and it's a head-on movement. Rahu is retrograde while as Mars is direct. This movement will be from 22nd of February till 16th of April. That means approximately 1.5 months, more than that in fact. A lot of things will happen. Even Jupiter will make its move out of Capricorn and will go to the sign of Aquarius on 6th of April. What is this transit all about? What Mars has in store for us, and what are the things that we must be aware of? Because Rahu and Mars is a very explosive combination. Let's try to understand and also try to learn how we can make the use of this power-packed transit, because this is energy explosion. But before that, do not forget to hit like, subscribe and share the video. Also hit the bell icon so that you get notified when I upload a video. If you want to support me and this channel, do join the membership of the Punneits Astrology channel to get some more extra videos for members only. In this way you can support the channel and help me grow. If you want to take my consultations, you can drop me an email. The email ID is in the description box below. And to follow me on the other platforms like Facebook, Twitter and Instagram, the links are in the description box. You can follow me there. Let's start with this mysterious Rahu-Mars combination. Mars is the planet of energy, enthusiasm, passion, competition, headstrong attitude. Aries is the sign representing the natural characteristics of Mars, the true nature of masculinity, the true nature of competition, the true fierceness, the brute force that goes into the Venusian and Earth sign Taurus. Mars is full of energy. Rahu is exalted. They both combine and handshake in a Venusian zodiac, which represents security, which represents family, which represents food, which represents your own home, family members. When Mars and Rahu combine in the sign of Taurus, remember that Venus, which is the ruler of the zodiac sign, is going combust. And when a planet is combust, that means the planet is somewhere close to the sun, the supreme force, the authority. And when Venus goes into combust, it's not just a one-day phenomena. Venus is combust for the entire duration of Mars transit in the sign of Taurus. Taurus is a bull. It is very adamant. When Mars and Rahu, two malefic, goes into this, it makes the zodiac irritated, inflamed. It's like a battlefield scenario. One is the commander of the gods, commander-in-chief of the gods' army. The other one is the demon, the Rahu himself. Mars is second from Aries, so definitely Aries will gain from Mars this position. And this time Mars is no longer aspecting the sign of Scorpio. It's another sign with the 8th aspect. Rather, this time Mars is aspecting Scorpio with the 7th aspect. Ketu is in Scorpio. When Mars goes, that means the dispositor of Ketu is now with Rahu. This Mars has an agenda. This Mars has an ambition. The ambition is to dissolve the negativity of Rahu. But while dissolving the negativity of Rahu, Mars should not become negative himself. Rahu will manipulate, Rahu will try its own nature of taking the shape of Mars. But remember, Rahu is not a small, tiny planet. Rahu's energy is equivalent to energy that gives you the thrust to get out of a situation. If treated positively, this gives you chance to get out of position in which you are trapped. If treated negatively, this can suck you into the deep holes of the underworld, deep holes of the world ruled by what you call as Hades, Yam Patal Lok. Taurus is home, family, and when there is so much of negative influence on Taurus, shows conflict in the family. When Mars and Rahu combine, it gives the explosive nature. Mars is energy, whereas Rahu is electromagnetic wave. The electromagnetic nature of Rahu also has the power to penetrate like gamma rays, and Mars only intensifies the energy. Now it is our task to define what are we going to do with this energy. Because what I see is that as soon as Mars enters the sign of Taurus, it enters the nakshatra of Kritika, which represents the ray of hope, the fight for the light, the fight against the night. But the dispositor is also, the Venus is also in the nakshatra Dhanishta, which means it is very, very strongly placed in the nakshatra of Mars. So this time, it's the feminine getting combined with the masculine and being converted into the masculine. It's overload of masculine energy, it's overload of chaos, it's overload of competition, and this is going to rattle a lot of us, especially if you are born in Taurus ascendant or Taurus moon sign. If you have Venusian planets, if you have a lot of planets in Venus nakshatra, if your Venus is debilitated, if your Venus is in combust position in your own horoscope, this placement is going to create some sort of trouble. This is not an easy zodiac sign to deal. Not all of my videos will be positive. I will say the fact what it is. So when Mars and Rahu combines, it may create conflicting scenario. It may create destructive force. It's like a volcano exploding. It is also like there is a huge tectonic movement. It's like the earth is being shaken, because while Mars moves in the sign which is ruled by Venus, there has been 6 planetary position in a sign of Capricorn, and Capricorn is 9th from Taurus. It's the bhagya of Taurus. It's the destiny of Taurus. It's the faith of Taurus. Now understand that when Mars moves, there are 4 planets in the nakshatra of Moon: Rahu, Jupiter, Mercury and Saturn. Not only that, there is another concept happening. The day when Mars is moving in the sign, moving out of Aries, it is the same day when Moon will be in Gemini and in Adra nakshatra. One planet cannot be seen there like this. You have to see the whole picture. So Moon is in Rahu's Adra nakshatra, while Rahu is in Moon's Rohini nakshatra, while Saturn, Jupiter and Mercury sits closely in the Shravana nakshatra, another nakshatra of Moon, but 8th from the Moon. This is huge. This is huge energy shift happening. That means we have to balance ourselves. We have to be ready to consume this energy. Otherwise, it will end up touching at least one part of the life, and you may face trouble, difficulty, at least mental irritation. Not every effect of the transit will be physical, lot will be mental and lot will be psychological. The energy is huge. It's electrifying. Mars represents electricity, rushing of the blood. This is the time when the true brotherhood will come into picture. Who is your friend and who is your enemy? Mars represents friends. Mars represents brother to brother connection, sibling connection. Rahu can create and make brothers and brothers fight. Because Venus is combust, Sun is in the sign of Aquarius in the nakshatra of Rahu Satbhisha. Now see how Rahu is dominating the moon here and Mars is fighting a lone battle. We need to give power to Mars, we need to fight for the right, and we need to also maintain peace within ourselves. This is a fight not outside. If you make it outside, it is going to become destructive. But remember, Mars is also the dispositor of Ketu, the internal force. The dispositor of Ketu is with Rahu. It is there to stop the destruction. It is there to stop the chaos. Let it be internal. Meditation is going to be the key. I know not everybody can meditate, but this time, for this couple of months, if you do, the amount of force that you will be able to manifest, the amount of negativity that you can destroy within yourself is going to be huge. Rahu in Rohini is definitely going to create a lot of insecurities, and when Mars is going to be there, it may make you fight for something that you don't even need. It may make you fight for wrong causes. Sun is authority. It can be a boss in your office, it can be government, it can be your father, it can be your own soul. Ego clashes should be avoided at this time. Anything that is out of sheer willpower, anything that is out of brute strength, anything that is out of just to prove something to somebody, those things has to be avoided, otherwise it will take a very ugly form, ugly shape here. But otherwise, on a positive note, if Mars and Rahu can be used positively, it shows great boom in technology, especially softwares. It shows great boost in communication devices, communication industry, electromagnetic and electrostatic industries, something that is associated with quantum physics, quantum mechanics. All these things will show huge improvement. Technology will show growth, and you will see a great rise in electrical components, electrical push will be there, and some seed will be planted in this time frame that will make the world environment friendly, and it will also create awareness about it. These are all the positive side. So if we understand the manipulative nature, if we understand the destructive nature of this transit, we can prevent the destruction just by restraining ourselves within ourselves. If there is a huge will to fight and confront something, don't confront, it will become ugly. Remember, Jupiter is definitely going to aspect Rahu and Mars conjunction, but Jupiter is also debilitated. Yes, there is a niche bhang of Jupiter because Saturn will be at around 13 degrees, where Jupiter will be at around 20 degrees, but Jupiter is debilitated. Now what happens when Mars enters the sign? It enters in the first pada of Kritika nakshatra. Kritika is the nakshatra to fight for the dharma. It's the ray of hope. Mars is actually in the Capricorn Navamsha. And who else is in Capricorn Navamsha? Ketu. So this is like end of war. War to end all wars. But the problem is, a war cannot end any war. So this is the time when you actually manifest the positivity by being very, very careful in your action, very careful in your words, very careful what you follow, very careful what you believe, and very careful what you are fighting for. You should seek the light, and for this every day I request all of you to chant Om Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityor Ma Mritam Gamaya Om Shantihi Shantihi Shantihi. The concept of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, the world is one family, must be propagated. You should speak out, but speak your voice, express yourself in a way which is not lethal. Don't use sharp words, because Taurus is the second house. Try not to take intoxicant drinks, avoid smoking at this time frame. This is the time when you can quit all these things. Let the Mars suppress Rahu's insecurity and make Rahu direct and explore the skies, explore the alien signals, explore the outside world, explore something which is out of the ordinary, and not use the energy to actually destroy the own home, actually destroy your own family, because it's a lot of chaos happening out there. This is going to disturb Venus in a great way, because Venus has no power. His Venusian zodiac Taurus has completely rattled with the forces, and on top of that, Venus has to cross over the Sun, and Venus will soon go into the sign of Pisces, but that's a different story. Now, Mars is going to stay there till 16th of April. In this duration, Venus will definitely become exalted for some time, and Venus will go out to the sign of Aries. So Venus will gain power once it gets exalted. When Venus is exalted, that is the time frame when the jealousy can be at its peak. Because remember, for Taurus, Venus in the sign of Pisces is in the 11th house. You have to be very careful about what you are seeking, what you are trying to find in life, what you are trying to gain. Material pleasure and material desire will become dominant, and you would want to achieve the maximum. It's not wrong, you should achieve, but then you should also see, is it worth fighting? You should also see whom you are listening. Are you listening to your own soul? Are you listening to your own dharma, the path of the right? Or you are listening to Rahu? Whose voice is in your head? If you are seeing all this picture, and if you are always internal, if you use the power of Ketu to go internal, to breathe within, go and take a deep dive and understand what is happening within yourself, you will be able to understand the true potential of the transit in a very positive sense. This is the kind of a transit that can push you out from any kind of trauma, any kind of problems that you are in, and can give you the energy that can shoot you to the stars. It can make wonders. It's a nuclear force. What you're going to do with this force will be either constructive and innovative or very destructive. And Venus is going to move in the sign of Aries towards the end of the transit, but then on 6th of April, Jupiter will also go out to the sign of Aquarius. That is going to definitely stabilize something, but if you check the chart of 16th of April, when actually Mars moves out of the sign of Aries, in fact it moves on 15th of April night sometime, Moon and Rahu have a conjunction in the sign of Taurus in Rohini nakshatra. Venus is still combust, but in Ashwini nakshatra, and Mercury is debilitated. Well, in this position, when Mars is in Mrigashira nakshatra, by this time, if you are positive, your positivity will spread out. If you are negative, your negativity would have taken a fire form. It will spread out like anything, and you have to ensure that you contain the fire of negative within you, and you just focus on your own self and not focus on others. This is the time to go reserve. This is the time to contain. This is the time to rebuild yourself. Use this energy for your own personality construction. This is the time when you can do wonders. Rahu is also foreign. Rahu is something of opposite culture, opposite side, out of the world, out of life, extra, something which is extra, paranormal, something that crosses the boundary. Read Ramayana, Sundarkand, chant Ram Raksha Stotra, pray to Lord Hanuman, and always smile. There is one simple thing. If you do this every day, 3 times a day, you won't feel bad, you won't feel negative. Just laugh. Laugh hysterically. Laugh at anything that you like. But keep it very personal, keep it reserved, but laugh hysterically, laugh your heart out. Just smile for no reason. You will see, because it is the face that is coming into picture, the energy will automatically become optimistic, positive. That has to be our target, and that was the motive of this video, to make you understand how this energy is going to treat you. I will try to make another ascendant-wise video. I don't want to club that ascendant-wise analysis in this video, because This was a very important message, a message that will resonate with everyone throughout the world for in the upcoming 40-50 days. Just listen, just try to understand the nature of Mars and Rahu, respect the technology and try to make the best use of technology, and stay positive. That's what the planets are asking you. Thank you guys. Thank you for contacting Punneits Astrology. And thank you for watching my video. I hope you like. If you like, do not forget to subscribe, share the video, hit the bell icon, and put your comments, put your ideas in the comment box. If I can, I will make few videos about your suggestions. Thank you for contacting Punneits Astrology. This is your host Puneet. We'll meet in the next video. Till then, namaste.